What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the channel today for another review. Now, today we're reviewing the film Dreamcatcher, which is going to be releasing on demand and digitally March 5th. So, here's the thing. It's a horror thriller, and recently I've checked out a lot of films that's in this genre, or in a mix of this genre, and I've had a lot of good success. A lot of films that I was expecting to be good and were good. And some films that I knew nothing about and turned out being pretty good. And so that's kind of keeps my interest, along with the idea that this is one of my favorite types of genres in film. But you know, every once in a while you don't get so lucky. And to say that, meaning that I really struggled with this film. I really couldn't find anything I really liked about it. I tried to be brutally honest in my reviews, and I always try to say something positive, but I really struggled when trying to find something in this film. I don't know why. I just didn't connect with it. And you know, not every film is for everyone, but like there was definitely things that I thought were problematic, and there was just some things I just could not like just overlook. But Here's where I'll start at with this. So first of all, let's talk about the cast here. So you have Lou Ferrigno Jr. in this. Yes, if you didn't know that the original Incredible Hulk, Lou Ferrigno, had a son, well, yes, he does. And he also acts. He's on one of my favorite shows, 911, and he also on the show SWAT. And then you have Zachary Gordon in this, who you may have known from Diary of a Wimpy Kid franchise, who, yes, he's grown up, and yes, he's done things in the midst of that, but ultimately, you know, bit screen opportunity is always like, okay, let's really see, you know, how far along has he come in his career. So, you know, there's the intrigue there, and also just being a fan of that franchise and of him. And Niki Koss, another one that someone I'm familiar with as well. So like the cast, you think about all these notable names or familiar people that you've seen from all over the years, and then you put them all together, you're thinking like, okay, this could be a good mixing of something special. And that's what I really love about independent films, is that you just never really know, you know, what you may get, considering that I feel like in independent films, I feel like a lot of people are out to really elevate their career because they're given more of a creative freedom. That's just my opinion. But when it came down to this film, it just at times it just didn't feel like this film had heart. It didn't feel like it had anything to continue it beating. It felt like it didn't have purpose at time. Like it was really, I don't know. I struggle with this film. Let me tell you what this is about, first of all. So you have Dylan, by his fans is known as DJ Dreamcatcher, who's one of the hottest new EDM DJs and out right now. And you know, he's really at the brink of his career, and you know, this big underground music festival that's going on is really the opportunity and the platform for him to take his career to the next level. Like he's like right there, but he just needs that one little push and he will go to ultimate stardom. But by chance, this night, he meets these two sisters, and he's actually feeling one of the sisters, and he invites her back to his private room, you know, before he goes on set. And they end up starting having some deep conversations, some drugs comes about, and homegirls just starts tripping. Ultimately, she kills herself. So that completely changes the course of the entire night for him and for her sister and her friends. Well, it's just 48 hours of just swirling violence and mayhem. So a lot of things just unravels within the next 2 days of things. And that's pretty much it. Oh, not to mention there's this other person who is pretty much going around with the same mask and what should I say, costume that DJ Dreamcatcher, you know, uses on set, but is murdering people. So like, yes, you have the idea that you have this one girl who's dead, then you have a killer on the loose. And like, here's the thing about killers, you always want to know like what's really the method behind the madness. That's not there. Again, what's the purpose of everything that's happening? Dylan, the DJ, I feel like the biggest thing for me is that when you're talking about a DJ or a musician or anybody within a film that has a musically sound background, I think it's very important for you to convey that to the viewers that this person is good. So whether they are either naturally good as an actor or actress in doing so, or you plug some music in, I think the music should be an ultimate element within the film. And I really disliked how when they were in the club settings, how they had the music drowned and then they had the vocals up so you can hear what everyone's saying. And I get it, but at the same time too, you also have to convey to the viewers that this DJ is like one of the best. So we need to hear his music. And I think also too, you're missing the opportunity of reaching another audience that loves EDM music, so that can be like, I want to hear, this film that has a good soundtrack. And then because of the state of the world right now, everyone wants to get back to concerts. So being able to have people to kind of relive those moments when they used to go to concerts and stuff, I feel like this was a missed opportunity for them to not have done so. And I think that they definitely should have had the music a little bit more elevated, more heightened, a little bit more prominent to build the character, but also grab that audience. And I think they just did not do that well at all. But I'll say this too. This film absolutely feels like a 2021 version I Know What You Did Last Summer, with like a sprinkle of Scream as well. So like, with that being said, it's predictable as I don't know what. It's a slow burn, and even again at times you're just gonna be left wondering like, what is the purpose? Like, I really don't know. And then like, here's the thing too. Some characters really serve no purpose. So like, you'll be introduced to somebody and you'll be thinking like, oh, this must be an important person, and then they're gone, which is kind of weird to me, because it's just like, you could have almost did without that character. You know what I mean? But, again, I wanted to find things I liked about this film. Again, the cast, fans of the ones I know of. And then ultimately, it's an opportunity for these actors and actresses to really display their talent in a different way. I think that's what's really important about independent films, is you kind of see more of a versatility than what you're usually accustomed to when it's, bigger budgets or television properties. So, I was expecting a little bit of that, and I didn't really get that at all. But I don't know, folks. To be honest, Dreamcatcher is not a film I would recommend. I did not have a good time with this film. I always try to find something positive to say. And again, maybe it's just me. It didn't connect with me, and others may check this out and like it, and that's perfectly fine. But like, there was definitely things that, they could have done really special with this film. I will say this, like, from the club scene, the neon lights. So I will say the cinematography within the clubs was really cool. And again, like, I think you do that, you heighten the music, and you create like a mini concert. I think you're gonna connect with an audience who is just waiting to get back out into the real world, to get back into those settings. But for the right now, giving them something to watch is a really good opportunity miss. So I don't know. But yeah, again, March 5th, Dreamcatcher is on demand. It's on digital. Let me know in the comments, folks, when you check out this, what your thoughts is. You have any plans on checking it out? And also, after you checked out the trailer, did it spark your interest, But until then, stay tuned for more reviews.